Good afternoon, and thank you for that lovely introduction. So, when I was trying to decide what to talk about today, my cat, Elvis, decided to jump onto my desk and lie on top of my keyboard, sending my computer into a panic. Now, obviously, I was very annoyed by this because I have told him countless times not to mess with my stuff. We've had him for 12 years now, so he should know what he should not do. And then it occurred to me, well, does he even know what he's doing? Can animals even make conscious decisions and control their actions? I didn't know, so I decided to find out. I first decided to try and understand how animals think and view the world. Animals are conscious, like us, meaning they're aware of things within themselves and in their surroundings. Different animals have different levels of consciousness. Animals with a low level of consciousness can experience sensations and emotions, such as pain and pleasure, hunger and thirst, hot and cold, but they can't experience more complex ideas, such as space and time. Take, for example, hermit crabs, who respond to pain by leaving their shells. But crabs with a higher quality shell will take longer to leave, showing they're motivated to hang on to the better quality item. But because they have a low level of consciousness, they have no choice but to leave the shell behind. If they had a higher level of consciousness, they would be able to find out a way to keep the shell and avoid the pain. Higher levels of consciousness also enable animals to think about the past and make plans for their future. Say, for example, a chimpanzee was getting bullied by the others in its group. It would be able to think, last time I was here, I was beaten up. I've come here again, I've been beaten up again. I'm just not going to come back here. This shows that the chimpanzees are able to they're able to think about their past experiences and make decisions to better their future ones. Some scientists decided to try and figure out what dictates this level of consciousness within animals, and they got a range of 36 different species, ranging from primates to mammals to birds, and they tested them on 2 counts of self-control and free will. The first one was resisting taught instinct, and the second one was resisting their natural instincts. In the first experiment, they repeatedly hid some food in view of the animal in a specific place, and they did this several times until the animal got used to finding it there. Then they changed the hiding space whilst the animal watched, and the animal was thought to be exercising their free will if they resisted the temptation to go back to the old and familiar hiding space and instead went to the new one. In the second test, the scientists placed some food in a large, black, opaque box with an opening in the back. And they did this several times again until the animal got used to learning, oh, I have to reach in through the back to get the food. They then replaced the opaque box with a glass one. The animals were thought to be using their free will if they resisted the temptation to just see food and try and go for it instantly, and instead they used their actual minds and thought, what have I been taught? I've been taught to reach in through the back, so I'm going to do that. The scientists compared the animals' performances on these experiments to their absolute brain size and found that the animals that performed the best were the ones that had more folds in their brains. So basically, an animal's level of consciousness and therefore the level of their free will and self-control is determined by the number of folds in their brains. Even so, no matter how many folds Elvis has in his brain, I'm still going to hang on to the hope that one day I can maybe train him to be slightly better behaved than he is right now. Thank you.